Hello and welcome to Voices Made Heard. My name is AK and my subtopic for my English project is Inequality. A coincidence that made me choose this subtopic is when last summer I traveled to a country where they treated people differently based on their color, race, religion, or even their gender. First week's challenge, Finding It Funny, I chose a poem by Odgin Nash, The People Upstairs. The people upstairs all practice ballet. Their living room is a bowling alley. Their bedroom is full of conducted tours. Their radio is louder than yours. They celebrate weekends all the week. When they take a shower, your ceilings leak. They try to get their parties to mix by supplying their guests with pogo sticks. And when their fun at last abates, they go to the bathroom on roller skates. I would love the people upstairs wondrous if instead of us, they just lived under us. The People Upstairs is a poem by an American poet who is Odgin Nash. In this poem, Odgin narrates the suffer of living under noisy people in a building. He expresses most of the poem with a two-line rhyme scheme. For example, in the first line it ends with a ballet, and the second line it ends with an alley. He exaggerates and uses imagery in most of the lines in the poem. In the last two lines, he expresses feelings toward them. This poem is simple but with many pictures which makes it funny. And my mimicry for this poem is We are one. The people everywhere all practice inequality. Their living is a complete hypocrisy. Their bedroom is full of racist cards. Their radio speaks even more slurs and lies. They celebrate their baby boys while they denounce their girls. They lecture all day about equality. Then select Trump for presidency. They don't know what people fear. They actually don't even try to hear. I might love this crazy world more if only they cared about the creation of the Lord. In my poem, I use the same style of Odgin, which is the two-line rhyme scheme. I even started every line of my poem with his beginnings. My poem expresses discrimination, racism, simply inequality between people. This all causes and connects to the inner fear of the individual. My second week challenge, which is Why Do Emos Write Poetry? I chose Richard Cory by Edwin Robinson. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. He was a gentleman from soul to crown, clean-favored and imperially slim, and he was always quietly arrayed, and he was always human when he talked, but he still fluttered pulses when he said good morning, and he glittered when he walked. And he was rich, yes, richer than a king, and admirably schooled in every grace. In fine, we thought that he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place. So on we worked and waited for the light, and went without the meat and cursed the bread. And Richard Cory, one calm summer night, went home and put a bullet through his head. Edwin's poem, Richard Cory, is about a perfect man from the outside. For example, in stanza 2, in lines 3 and 4, he said, In fine, we thought he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place. As much as people saw how complete he was, they envied him. It's possibly about England's former king, Richard, because they both have the same name. In stanza 1, Edwin gave him a king characteristics. Richard is being compared to an Englishman, probably because the use of pavement, a British term for sidewalk. The poet faced many tragedies. His family died when he was young. He faced many financial failures, so he connected the end of the poem with the unknown tragedy due to his own life miseries. The narrator or the speaker in the poem are the middle-class citizens, we. He used alliteration in the line number 1 and 2 and 12 to make us wish that we were in his place. It is 4 stanzas and each stanza has 4 lines. He used metaphor 2 in line 13. So on we worked and waited for the light. He compared the better life referring to their light. The rhyme in each stanza has a pattern goes as follows. The end of the first line rhymes with the end of the third line, and the end of the second line rhymes with the end of the fourth line. Town, crown, him, slim. The whole theme of the poem that is maybe money can't buy happiness, and you can't judge a person by their physical appearance. And my mimicry for this poem is my brother. Whenever my brother went downtown, we, the family, looked at him. He was a gentleman from soul to crown, clean-favored and very slim, and he was my family's key, and everyone was always super kind with him. But it was all different with me. Good morning, I said, and don't even answer me. And he was loved, yes, more than me, and admirably spoiled in every way. I'm fine. I thought it was okay with me to feel this burn in my heart in a way. So on after a while, I couldn't cooperate anymore, and went lonely without my beloved more. And my brother was happy furthermore. Went home, everything was okay, till I had the ending of Lenore. I mimicked Edwin's poem Richard Cory by using the beginning of every line, and the style of the poem and his rhyme scheme. I even used his third line in my third line, and his fifth line in my fifth line. I ended my poem the same way he did, which was committing suicide. In my poem, I expressed inequality between siblings and how it can affect them. Inequality can cause inner fear as a result of hesitation and jealousy. And for our third week's challenge, which is You've Been Slammed, I chose a poem, The Type, by Sarah Kay. If you grow up the type of woman men want to look at, you can let them look at you, but do not mistake eyes for hands or windows or mirrors. Let them see what a woman looks like. They may not have ever seen one before. If you grow up the type of woman men want to touch, you can let them touch you. Sometimes it's not you they're reaching for. Sometimes it's a bottle, a door, a sandwich, a Pulitzer, another woman, but their hands found you first. Do not mistake yourself for a guardian, or a muse, or a promise, or a victim, or a snack. You're a woman, skin and bones, veins and nerves, hair and sweat. You're not made of metaphors, not apologize, not excuses. Woman, if you grow up the type men want to love, you can let them love you. Being loved is not the same thing as loving. When you fall in love, it is discovering the ocean after years of puddle jumping. It is realizing you have hands. It is reaching for the tightrope when the crowds have all gone home. Do not spend time wondering if you are the type of woman men will hurt. If he leaves you with a car alarm heart, you learn to sing along. It is hard to stop loving the ocean even after it has left you gasping salty. Forgive yourself for the decisions you have made, the ones you still call mistakes when you tuck them in the night. And know this. Know you're the type of woman who is searching for a place to call yours. Let the status crumble. You have always been the place. You're a woman who can build it yourself. You are born to build. The Type by Sarah Kay is a free verse poem. Her poem is made up of 55 lines and 5 stanzas. In the first stanza, she is giving relief for women to be looked at, not feeling bad about themselves. In her second stanza, she is showing women the real image of someone, men, and why they truly want from her. In the third stanza, she is showing how men can be ignorant and not trying to understand their women. She is empowering women with some words. For example, she said, "You're not an answer," to show women their worth. In her fourth stanza, she is showing the real difference between love and falling in love. In her final stanza, she is saying it's okay to get hurt by men or breaking up, because it said it's all about you. You'll feel every single ache that no one else have felt. She used many figurative language to empower women and the idea of life. For example, line number 33, she is comparing love to ocean. The speaker in the poem is the author herself, Sarah Kay. She is speaking to all the women in the world who are afraid of love, being loved, or getting hurt. She is empowering women all over the world to be who they are. A man cannot define, build, or destruct a woman. She shows in her poem how men can be so bad and use women to get their needs. She shows women their worth. She didn't say the poem on a special occasion. It went viral because this is what we're really facing. Women are getting hesitant about who they truly are. And my mimicry for this poem is one word. If you grow up the type of person humans want to look at, you can let them look at you, but do not let them judge you because of your veil, beard, or the way you dress. They may not have seen one before. If you grow up the type of person humans want to touch, you cannot let them touch you. Sometimes it's not you they are aiming for. Sometimes it's a race, country, religion, or a message they are spreading, but their hands found you first. Do not mistake yourself because of your color. You're a human, skin and bones, heart and feelings. You're not made to fulfill someone's anger, madness, or wishes. Person, if you grow up the type parents denounce you, you cannot let them denounce you. Being a girl is never a choice nor a mistake. When you fall for who you truly are, you'll realize the ocean after years of puddle jumping. It's not in anyone's hand to disgrace you because of your gender. Do not spend time wondering if you're the type of humans will not care for. If they leave you with a heartache, band it. It is hard to continue living a happy life if you still have hate for others. So forgive others for the decisions they've made. Know you're the type of person living in a world full full of hatred and bad humans. Let them get away from your path. You're a Muslim, you're a black, you're a girl, you're born to be you with full respect from the world. We are one. In my poem One World, I mimicked Sarah Kay's poem, The Type. I mimicked her beginning of each line, phrases, and some of her lines. In my poem, I discussed inequality in every way I could bring my mind on. I discussed inequality between religions, race, and gender. I'm giving the same message as Sarah Kay did, but the only difference is that my message is targeting different types of people, not just women. And that's the end of the 3 weeks challenges. I hope you enjoyed and feel free to comment and share your feedback. Thank you.